Hello, I'm Steve Kay, Council Member at Large, and I'm here today on a council report with P.G. Peoples, who is the President and CEO of the Urban League, and Jack Birch, who is the Executive Director of Community Action Council. We're at the Russell Elementary School, which is a project that they have worked on together to revitalize, and I'm going to ask them some questions about what's going on here, how it came about, and then we'll show you some footage of this new revitalized building. So let me start with PG. Say a little bit about what's going on here, how to get started.
How to get started. It was back in the, 2003 at Fayette County Schools. The board made the decision to close Russell Elementary School due to decline in enrollment. Urban League Community Action had some public forums here in the community. The community had a deep passion for this building and did not want to see it go away. Once they realized that it was not going to exist as an educational institution any further, Jack and I talked to them in those forums about what would they want. They said, save our building.
Okay.
So we said, how can we do it? So we put together this plan.
Okay. Just so if people don't know, the Russell School sits on the corner of 5th and Upper.
Upper, yeah.
On the north side. Why did Community Action get involved in all this?
We, for some time, have been looking for a location in this area to create a neighborhood center. And actually the meetings that PG's talking about occurred right here in the space that we're in now.
Okay.
And a lot of the things people were saying that they wanted to see happen in the building once they realized it was not going to be a school anymore aligned pretty well with what we were doing.
Okay. And the way in which you decided to collaborate, why, two different entities, two institutions, how'd that all work out?
Well, we had worked together on, over time on lots of things. We had done youth build program, working with young people and building homes and so forth. But I think the way it shaped out, we looked at what they do, one of the things that they do well, one that we do well, and how we could most of all secure some funding to get those things done. The first problem was to get them some money to buy the building.
So talk a little bit about that. Where'd the money come from?
Came from Central Bank. And
they just gave it to you?
It came very close to that. We'll be forever grateful.
I'm going to go down and talk to them. What do I
We'll be forever grateful to Luther Deaton, and he may not want people to know he's this kind, but we went and told him, we have this vision. The district is ready to sell this building. We cannot make any promises to you about anything other than we have our personal commitments behind making this happen. And the bank gave us an unsecured loan with deferred payment of the principal.
Okay.
We got the building, and then we could begin doing the rest.
Okay.
And that was definitely critical for my funding stream that I was going after, because that's affordable housing tax credit. Before I could apply for the tax credits, I had to show that we had control of the property.
I see. So, and we're in, basically there are two sides, but they're related. Talk a little bit about what goes on this side.
Okay. I guess in the vernacular of the business, they call it that what we did was condoed the building. Split it, condo A and B. And on my side, what we've done is put in 26 units of affordable housing for seniors 62 and up. And they will be, as I said, affordable, and most of them will have some supplement based on their income.
Okay. So how many, say
26.
26 units, all occupied at the moment?
No. We've just, in fact, we've got about 11 in right now. We're going through this the screening process. Our goal is to, about the next 30, 45 days, to to have it leased up with no problem.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a short break. We'll come back. We'll be on the other side of the building, and we'll continue the conversation. Welcome back. We've moved to the other side of the building, and I want PG, if you would, to say a little bit about the mural that was on that side,
Okay.
and then we'll talk about the one that's on this side. Why,
Yeah.
why are they there?
Whenever you use what they call historic tax credits, you have to keep something from the building as it was in its original state.
Okay.
And murals were prominent in this building as the kids had painted them. So the one over there was in the cafeteria, and the one behind us, Jack.
It was also in the cafeteria.
So this was in the cafeteria. You saved it, but you moved it. That's a good trick. How'd your contractors like that?
Actually,
They made a lot of money on it.
I see. Okay. So we've talked a little bit about the combination. What goes on this side, Jack?
This is the Community Action Council's Neighborhood Center. That we're in the part right here where people come in either for emergency assistance or we're working with long-term dealing with issues. Other side of the hall is Early Childhood Development Center. It has both Head Start classrooms and early Head Start classrooms. It serves children 0 to 4.
Okay. And is there, you're together. Is there a synergy? You can both talk about this. Having both things in the same place, does that make a difference for one or the other programs?
Program-wise, we're trying to recruit some of the seniors who will be in the apartments to serve as foster grandparents to the children. I think they've got to get moved in and get settled a little bit, but that's one goal that I have, is to have them coming in regularly into the classrooms.
Well, we do have the health fair coming up that we're going to do together on the 18th.
So say a little bit more about that.
Your health fair.
It's your health fair.
Actually, one of the major things the neighborhood said they wanted in this building was a health activity. Now, people wanted multiple things, from a dental clinic to a place to get their blood pressure checked. And we're working right now on creating a health navigator process out of this facility.
So,
because we found a lot of health resources.
Health navigator being?
That person connects people to services, because we identified a lot of services that are in the area, but a lot of people didn't even know they existed.
Okay.
So we're going to put that in place, but we want to kick it off with a health fair where we actually bring those providers to the site. So that before we tell you, you can go to Lexington Mission and get the following services, people have actually met the people from Lexington Mission.
Okay. And is that going to tie in some?
And at the same time that the health fair is going on, we'll have our apartment units open. So that will be actually for us as the equivalent of a second open house. And I assume we will use some of our space over there for vendors or people who Jack have invited to the project.
And if people are interested in potentially looking at the apartments, do they have to, are there qualifications? Tell me a little bit about that process.
They're for seniors 62 and
so
older.
none of us would qualify for that.
No, we're too old.
Even one of us would.
The 62 and old and income-based.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell me about the way in which the building works, doesn't work, how it's been to be in a new building?
It's a great facility. It's a little smaller than what we would have actually liked, but you have to work with what you've got. I like the synergy we get when we have our early childhood centers and our neighborhood services in the same facility, though, so that where mom is coming to work with our staff on things, her child is in the same proper place. And, right across the hall you have the children. So.
Okay, and for Urban League, again, advantages, disadvantages, being here, being in a new building, having this facility to operate?
All upside, all upside. What we did was we saved the building that the community was passionate about. And a real resounding example of that is the fact that this building closed in 2003. I think we didn't start any working until about 2009, 10, when you guys started. There was not a single broken window.
Wow.
Over that period of time. And I would suggest to you that you probably couldn't leave one on Main Street sitting like that and not get a broken window. But that just speaks volumes about how the people in this community felt about the building.
The Early Childhood Center in this building is unique. I'm not aware of any other in the state. With video cameras in all the classrooms, connected by the internet. So if you're a professor at UK and you have one of your students doing their internship here, you can observe them that way rather than being intrusive and walking in the classroom.
Okay. So you have students from the UK as a part of the program regularly?
So it's starting to attract the interest of faculty both at UK and Bluegrass Community and Technical College because it gives them a different way of working with their students.
Uh-huh. Well, great. So now that you have this under your belt, more project? You're not ready? You want to let this settle for a while? Is that?
Yeah, go back to what you were just saying about age.
This one took 9 years, and if you add that to my age, I probably won't be doing another one.
That's it.
Those guys over there can handle it. We'll pass it on.
Okay. Anything else at all about how this worked? What's good about it? How it fits in the community?
The financing of this whole thing was very complex, and I think Nancy and them said this is the first time in the state of Kentucky that combination of financing has come together to make a project works. And all it does is demonstrate that when you have willing partners, like we have between the two agencies, that you can get it done. And we exercise patience, and here it is.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for your time. I remind people we're at the Russell Elementary School, which now houses senior citizen housing and Community Action Council.
We're calling it the Russell School Community Center.
Russell School Community Center. I'm here with PG People, who's the President and CEO of the Urban League, and with Jack Birch, who is the Executive Director of Community Action Council. So thank you all for watching.